Curley?
Thank you, Worship. The existing dams that are presently on the Matagami, did you have any say in that? You know, these dams have been built many, many years ago. Did you have any say or any legal aspects to those dams?
No, we didn't have any say because of the time frame where, the history where when they were built. Obviously, things were a lot different then. But so no. But obviously, in the last few years, there's been some past grievance settlements with not only Matagami but with others. And I'm assuming you're referring to the lower and upper Matagami complexes. So no, we didn't have any say, but there has been some redress in some cases with some of our communities, some with other communities. We are currently involved in discussions with OPG on further redress, specifically on the upper Matagami with the communities that have had no legal or other redress, but those discussions are ongoing, and I don't know where they're going.
Okay, the only reason I went there is just that with the existing dams, and we've talked about around this table, to upgrade the existing dams versus making new dams. Now, what kind of, could you get into some sort of agreement with the OPG or whoever that owns the present dams, and an agreement that they should be upgraded rather than destroying further lands, and the payback to yourselves through that?
Well, it's actually, it is their intention, as I'm sure you're aware, of OPG to upgrade all of the dams on the lower and upper Matagami, and we are in discussions about redress and revenue sharing with them. But where those are going is, one really doesn't have anything to do with the other. If we're hopeful to get to, if this site bears out to be a good site economically and environmentally for our communities, that where we can find a healthy balance for our communities, then we'll proceed with it, regardless of whether or not we're able to negotiate some kind of an agreement with OPG on the upper or lower Matagami.
Okay, I know it's just, I understand what you're saying. If those other sites can generate, or upgrading to generate enough hydroelectricity versus putting a new dam in place. That's all I'm looking at, is just trying. I see what you're going for economic development for your community, understandable. But at the same time, if you can get some benefits from something that's existing to upgrade, then can there not be some sort of a leverage there, or a trade-off or something?
Well, you've missed my point. I mean, they're two entirely different things for us. We are looking to OPG, and we are looking for the redevelopment on the upper Matagami specifically, but the lower Matagami is also a consideration to get economic benefit and returns and revenues on the redevelopment of those sites, and possibly past grievances. And one, as I said, really has nothing to do with the other. If we find that this, I mean, Ontario needs power, and perhaps maybe it is going back to the grid, and if there was no market for it, we wouldn't be building it. I could tell you that.
And I understand your part where your economic development. I see what you're saying there. It's just that at one point they said that they weren't really looking at upgrading because they could build some other ones, and that would put X number of kilowatts into the grid. Where I think if all they had to do was upgrade, and that would give them the consumption of energy that they're looking for. But you're looking for economic development as well as the other dams being upgraded. Okay, thank you.